So we can begin right now, yes?
Yeah.
That would mean there are 2 slides, yes?
Sorry, where is that cracking noise coming from? Manuel, is it from your end?
No. Yes,
launch. I hope you all are excited as I am. My name is Yabonesh Emmanuel Obole, and I'm your anchor for today. I will be keeping you in line with everything that's going on and will keep us all on the same flow. So depending on where you're joining us from, if it's locally from Nigeria or globally, I guess it's safe to say good day to all of you. And glad to have all of you. Thank you so much for joining us. We would go through a brief introduction and some announcements before we jump right in. So for the program, we've had the waiting room rooms open for 9:45. Thank you so much for all of you that signed up early enough. And for those of you joining, you're very much welcome. And then we'll go into the national anthem, and then we'd have the address, and then we'd now move on to background on C-STEM. And then we'd also have board members' remarks, and then we'd have the app demo, go down into the breakdown and feature explanation. And I'm sure along the session, you guys would come up with questions or have inquiries about that. We would sort that out right at the end, and then we'd close. So before we have Builder and Anthony, we have Aristophanes Adebayo. Chairman Board of Sorry for that. I would start again. We have panelists with us, Builder Anthony Okwa. He is the MD and DJ STEM. We also have Barrister Festus Adebayo. He is the Chairman Board of Sitworx. We also have Reverend Ugochukwu Chime, the Chairman of the System Board. We also have Dr. David Kue, the Lead Development Consultant. And we have the Project Coordinator of Sitworx, Samuel Okwa, and the Director of Sitworx, Engineer Anoncha Ugabi. Please do forgive me if I mispronounced your names. And I'd like you to also take note of a few things. This session will be recorded, so it would be used for future references and also posts. So I'd like you all to be aware of that. And then if you want to access our handouts after the session, this can be gotten from the link on display. I'm sure you all can see it. And then if you have questions, maybe at this moment or along the session, while the session is going on, all you have to do is type your questions and send it down to the chat box. Or you could also raise your hand on the Zoom, and that would notify us, and then we'd be able to catch your question. Wow, well, today is also a new year of Nigerian independence. So happy independence for Nigeria. In line with that, we'll be taking the national anthem. Please feel free to sing along as we honor Nigeria. The national anthem is going to be played for us. Sorry for the delay, it's coming up right now. Thank you very much. God bless Nigeria and help us see a greater nation. So jumping right in, we'd be having the welcome address by Reverend Ugochukwu Chime. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Anna. Thank you so much.
Good morning, sir.
I'd like to appreciate my colleagues who are here as panelists, and those who are also there as participants, and those who are also out there who will later watch this or who will later see it on any of the other media platforms. I'd like to first of all thank God for His grace that made it possible for us to get to the opportunity of launching the Sitworx. God has been so good to us from inception, for us in system and from system to Sitworx. I would like to appreciate Builder Tony Abokio for his awesome determination, focus, resiliency, and energy in seeing that the system as a whole works and continues to move to the next level. And also like to appreciate my colleagues on the board, and in particular to appreciate Enonche for some of the great moves that he did to support what is going on today. I'd like to appreciate in particular the board of Sitworx, their chairman, Barrister Festus Adebayo, a great man in his own right, who is passionate about what we're doing and about how we can help and use the housing sector to be a place for meeting the. As we go on today to formally launch Sitworx, a platform that will help to ensure that we have appropriate sustenance and security, appropriate interface between those who need, and to ensure there's equity in operation, that either of the party gets home satisfied with the services and with the payment, and give them also an option to be able to pick up valuable information on the appropriate building material they will need for their works. This is a great development in the annals of the housing industry in Nigeria. It is novel in many ways. It is something that could have come out of a passion that is led by God. And to that end, I want to thank all those who are involved in it, and I want to appreciate the program manager, Samuel Okwa. He's a young man that I'm so delighted to see his passion and his working to ensure that this program comes to light, and other people who are part of the team. And to us all as Nigerians who are watching this event, I'd like you to know not to neglect the days of small beginnings. What we are starting today is something that will snowball to higher levels. And I'm very happy that it's being launched in a very innocuous way, without the fanfare of political razzmatazz, and without the fanfare media razzmatazz. But I'm sure that in time to come, the very diligent, focused effort will yield resounding success that cannot be hidden and cannot be anymore hidden. And let the works of our hands, directed, blessed by God, speak for themselves. And therefore, on behalf of members of System Board, I'd like to thank the board of Sitworx and to thank all those who have in one way aided to getting us to where we are. And I appreciate you all, and I pray that God Almighty will bless our favor and continue to keep us looking to Him. He alone is our provider, He's our sustainer. God bless you, and thank you all for who are watching.
Amen, and thank you so much, sir. Next, we'll be going on to the background of system. How exactly did it start, and the whole history behind it? And this will be taken by Builder Anthony Okwa. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, I dare say today is a very auspicious day for me, and I want to especially thank God for making it possible and for keeping us all alive to witness this multiple celebration. Multiple celebration because it is Nigeria's birthday. It is also my chairman's birthday, and it is the chairman of the Construction Artisans Awards birthday. I want to say hip hip Hip
Hooray.
hooray and the best of today to all of us, and especially the celebrants and those who share the birthday with Nigeria. Incidentally, Sitworx has come as the child of system, and it now shares a birthday with all of you, sirs. So I want to say happy birthday to Sitworx.
Thank you.
My chairman has already expressed appreciation to all those who have made it possible. We have a mixed audience from different parts of the world, and considering that we're in different time zones, I think that it's an indication of how much interest there is in this particular program. I know that we have some of our colleagues from India. Jungle Works contributed significantly to this program, and I believe that they are away from New Delhi. So you're all especially welcome. Well, I have been asked to talk about how we got here. This has actually been a very long journey. I started my career as a builder a little over 40 years ago. And I dare say that although we still have had a fair crop of artisans and the construction industry was operating relatively smoothly with multiple projects all over the place, the oil boom was in place. And so we had no issues, and unemployment was not an issue. Importation was not a problem. Plants and equipment were coming from different parts of the world. And the construction industry seemed to be operating relatively smoothly. However, things began to take a turn with the advent of the economic crisis. So many things went askance. Unemployment became the order of the day. With the decline in foreign exchange earnings, importation was no longer so feasible, and prices were skyrocketing. But more than that, the population was growing rapidly. Housing became a major challenge with an estimated shortfall of 20 million. And so a lot of Nigerians came together as developers. The contractors were still pitching for labor, but we couldn't find the artisans to work. And so we were faced with a paradox. High level of unemployment with millions of Nigerians unemployed, but we were having to import artisans. And of course, a lot of our building materials and plant and equipment were in scattered markets all over the place. These were some of the problems we had to address. And in the course of that, Maboguje at the time thought it wise to midwife the Real Estate Developers Association of Nigeria, of which I and my esteemed chairman were founding members. As a matter of fact, the chairman of this occasion and the chairman of System is the immediate past president of the Real Estate Developers Association, and one who worked very hard to take it to the level that it is now. But we all recognize that we had a major problem. A disorganized and fragmented market needed some massive restructuring, and we needed to invest considerably on building up capacity, both of the developers, the contractors, but more especially the artisans, whose job it was to put these things together. This was what led to System, which is in essence is an acronym for Construction Skills Training and Empowerment. This project was supported initially by DFID under a program called GENS. And it's the outcome of a challenge fund contest that was organized in the early part of 2014. It eventually metamorphosed into the System Project, an independent social enterprise, which was launched at the NAF Conference Center by the Minister of Works, Power and Housing then, Barrister Fashola, on the 28th of February 2015. Since then, System has continued to grow in leaps and bounds, providing support for the Shopee program, the Empower program, and its own initiatives, which has seen to the training of more than 30,000 artisans. There was therefore a need to begin to link these people up with the construction marketplace and to create an ecosystem that works for all the stakeholders. And that is one of the things that has given birth to what is being launched today, Sitworx. Essentially a technology solution, which the importance of which has been brought to the fore by the COVID-19 shutdown, which also made it imperative that we integrate other aspects of the marketplace into this app: building materials, manufacture, plant and equipment sourcing, and all the other professionals that will be in the mix. Shortly, you will be taken through a demo of that this application, and we'll be able to see the features and share our own thoughts on how it should go forward. Thank you very much, and once again, welcome to this launch.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. And a big happy birthday to all our celebrants. Thank you. So we'll be moving on to the board chairman's remark. We'll be having Barrister Festus Adebayo, who is the chairman board of Sitworx. Good morning, sir.
I got a call from, okay, Festus. Festus is with us. Lawrence, can you please move him? He appears to be in the audience.
Oh, he's here on the panel.
Welcome, Barrister.
Happy Independence Day, Nigeria. Happy birthday to the chairman of System Group, Reverend Boshuku Shimen. And I want to say it is my pleasure to be here again at the month that is celebrating today. I am celebrating Sitworx as a new baby that is being delivered to Africa. Every stakeholders in Nigeria and Africa in this new journey never of platform where we can interact, where we can exchange ideas, where we can seek for placement of artisans, where we can buy products. We have decided to introduce our own Jumia into the housing industry. Very shortly, I would like at this juncture to appreciate the consultants who have been working at night to ensure that this platform comes alive. I appreciate your creativity. I thank you for your innovation, and also charge you or the need to do more because the journey has just started. I want to appeal to all the stakeholders who have just connected to us from one way or the other. I can see a number of people that are connected. I want all of us to be the ambassador for Sitworx. We have to share the news about this platform. We are to share the news about this innovation. This is our own contribution to the development of Nigeria housing and construction industry. Together, we can make it the best platform. Together, we can use it to develop. We create enormous job opportunities. It is also necessary for me to say here on this platform international partnering on Sitworx will be our focus. We take the message to everywhere on how get the best building materials at least from your city room. Of system, the parent organization. I cannot finish this my speech without the opportunity. This all the participants of this platform, it is our time to make the people looking for. Thank you all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So up next, we'll be having a guest remark that will be given to us by the Director of Sitworx, Engineer Enonche Ugbabe. Excuse me for mispronouncing your name. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, how are you?
Fine, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Well, I want to say happy Independence Day, happy new month, and happy birthday to my chairman and every other person whose anniversary is today, and happy birthday to Sitworx. Just like the chairman said, the journey has been long and not as easy as we would have wanted. The idea for Sitworx actually came about in several sessions that Builder Okwa and I had, especially when we were doing the training for the master artisans all over the country. Of course, everybody knows that these days, the direction is digital, it's online. Even some things as arcane as cooking and other things, which one would have thought should be more personal, have gone online. And then when you look at the instances, two instances. One, Uber. Uber disrupted the taxi industry worldwide just by making it easy for someone to hail and get a taxi within some minutes anywhere and with payments made absolutely easy. Another instance that I always refer to is Amazon. Amazon had this idea that if you create a market and you make transactions easy in that market, you really don't have to do anything but to sit back, and with the little commissions you are getting, it will become a big business. They were struggling for years, close to 7 to 10 years, they were making heavy losses, but they kept at it. And then other actors tried the same model, like Alibaba, and in Nigeria, you have Jumia, you have other actors. So the direction for the building industry was obvious to us because we can't keep training thousands of artisans and then they don't have access to job opportunities. That's how the idea started, to provide an Uber-like platform where people can hail, or a platform that aggregates demand for artisanal services in the form of mobile apps. That's how it started. But as the project went along, we saw that there was no way we were going to divorce the services from the products or the goods, and even much more later, because we'll be looking at other things like insurance, for example, for artisans, some other financial products, and so on and so forth. So basically, what we are launching today is not just Sitworx as a single point, but something that is actually a market. It's like building a new market, but in the digital space. It's like having an Abuja international market, but instead of having a physical location, it is purely in the ether. It's on the net. This is what we are doing today. And we are encouraged because we've seen how large some of these markets can grow. If I'm not wrong, the owner of Amazon, Jeff Bezos, is like the richest man in the world right now. What does he do? He created a market. We are creating a market in Nigeria right now. And the way things are going is going to become very critical and very serious. It's going to become much bigger than any of us. So I welcome everybody along for the ride. I want to say thank you to Dr. David. I want to say thank you to Sam and the other people that we've been working on with this vision. I want to thank Dr. Tony Okwa for bringing all the resources together. Because when we started, it was a new thing for us. There was no roadmap, there was no template for us to follow. But God has helped us, and I think what we've delivered today is a bouncing baby Sitworx. And going forward, I know that with the support of pillars like Sovio Ugochime, I know that this bouncing baby boy is going to grow in favor before God and man, and is going to grow in stature and become a giant in not a very long time.
Your mic is muted.
I apologize for that.
Unmute your mic, please. We can't hear you.
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I was saying, we've been talking about Sitworx. Now we have a chance to see how the demo actually looks. So that will be taken by the project coordinator of Sitworx, Samuel Okwa. Come on, sir.
Good morning, everyone. So in order not to, thank you all for being part of this feature demo for this feature launch for Sitworx. So like we've all said, Sitworx is a digital platform. So there's not too much talk in Sitworx, but there's a lot of acting on your phone, on your digital devices. And Sitworx was designed and brought up because of the need to connect all the stakeholders in the building construction value chain, especially those who provide skilled services and who provide products. So since Sitworx is a digital product, the kinds of devices that it runs on. So Sitworx runs on your laptop, it runs on your Android phone, and it runs on your iOS. And also, Sitworx follows a basic process of, logging in to sign in, and then to choose the artisans that you need, and then to select a delivery address, and then to make your payments. I'm rushing through the slides because I want to go straight to the demo. So the main ease of the product is that whenever you enter your location, it immediately pulls out all the artisans that are close to you, or pulls out all the building materials, people who are close to you. So I'll just go straight and show you the Android demo of the way Sitworx works. So I would ask the host to kindly allow me to share my screen.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So can we see the screen now?
Yes.
Okay, so the Sitworx app is installed. Unfortunately, I wish I could connect with my Android though, but I'm connecting with my iPad. So the Sitworx is installed on the iPad right now. So the moment you open it, actually you're supposed to log in. So let me log out first of all, assuming you're a fresh user. So if you're a fresh user, you have to sign up. But if you've had an existing account, you just log in. Continue. And your password. Then you sign in. So you can see it's fairly easy to use. The moment you log in, let me just speak a little bit about the interface. At the top section, you can see where to select your address, to input your address, right? And then there's a search column here where you can search for either the products or either the building materials merchants or the artisans. And then at this, at my left, the left of my screen, sorry. Okay, sorry, at the left of my screen is your menu button. And your menu button carries your profile, your bookings, where you can refer people or refer artisans or refer products, and then your notifications, and then address book, and then your chat support for customer support. Then just slightly below that are the different service providers or building materials providers or product providers or vendors, as we call them, that are on Sitworx. So we can see that we currently have artisans, building materials, master builders, building materials, plant equipment, and real estate. So the artisans are basically skilled tradesmen who want to sell their skills or make their skills available on Sitworx. The master builders are those who are trained builders already, who act as supervisors, employ these artisans. And then the building materials are just materials that are used for building. And plant and equipment cover every heavy equipment from graders to excavators, to those kinds of equipment for both rent and for sales. And then the real estate covers real estate listings and land listings. So it's just basically a listing column. So as we can see, this column that shows us all the both artisans and building materials individuals that are currently on Sitworx. These are real people, and they were picked up from from the Empower trainings that were done, and from a master builders list. So these are a list. So we'll just go through one of them from the building materials section. So this Ebuze building materials group we'll use as a test. So if you need to make a purchase of building materials and you find, so this interface is just one way to look for artisans. If you look below your screen, your bottom left, this screen, you'll see this map, this little icon here, like a folding map or something. Once you hit that, it immediately activates the mapping system. So instead of you searching for the artisans in terms of a list, it just pulls up the artisans that are close to you. I hope my network will permit me. Okay, I think the network is loading a bit slowly. But all these red dots that you see here, I am this red pointer here, and all these other red dots here are actually artisans. So if you click any of them, to show you the artisan's name and how far away the artisan is from you. And if this is an artisan and this other red dot without the circle is a building materials person. So instead of using this listing function, you can actually use the mapping function just to see those artisans or those building people who are close to you. But let's go back to the listing section and open the Ebuze building materials. So this is Ebuze's profile. And from Ebuze, who is a building materials salesperson, has set his profile that he can be ordered online. So his profile carries his phone number, his location, and then you can chat directly with Ebuze. So if you click the order online button, it takes you to Ebuze's shop, right? And Ebuze's shop, Ebuze, according to him, does building materials and plant and equipment rentals. So let's check out some of his building supplies. Okay, so these are Ebuze's, some of his building supplies that he offers. So he has cement, he has sand, he has tiles, he has roofing materials, he has iron and steel, and he has a bunch of other stuff in his store. So you can actually log into the product section and check which of the products suits your whatever you want to buy, right? So among the cement category, he has cement bag and cement colorant. I'm not really sure what that is. So once you select what you want, you add it to your cart. And you select your product and add it to your cart, and then check it out. So what this store does is it allows the customer to be able to put specific product information that the customers can actually look at. This, unfortunately, Ebuze has not put in so much information, but he can put in as much description on the product and the picture of the product so that you who are purchasing those can see and know exactly you're buying category. Okay, no products found, tiles, no products found. I think he has only cement products. So this makes it quite easy for individuals to, find their building materials. And if you don't want to go through this hassle of going through this entire list, you can just go specifically you want and select your building materials, for example, and then look at all the building materials individuals that are close to you and what they sell, and make your choices. And then, like I said, you can also you can also interact with them and say how much, for example, how much is this? Because Nigerians like to negotiate, so Adimex can, from his end as an artisan, or sorry, rather as a material salesman, can interact and chat directly through the app and respond to customer inquiries. Then let me just speak a little bit about the real estate section. The real estate section, okay, we've not put anything there. However, it's just a listing section where people will list their properties and list for rent, list their properties for rent, or list their properties for sale. But they cannot buy, however, on Sitworx. So as you can see, the interface is fairly easy, fairly straight to the point. And also from your account, the way it is Sitworx was designed as a platform that encourages artisans to be entrepreneurial, or encourages people generally to be entrepreneurial within the construction sector. So it's been designed in such a way that not you having the Sitworx profile doesn't just imply that you're just buying, but you can also make referrals to people and make and earn. So when people dial your referral, when people follow your referral code rather, and you earn a kind of point. So by using Sitworx as an artisan, as a regular user, you earn certain points. And then also within your app, once you place an order, once an order is placed to you if you're an artisan, or once you place an order if you're a customer, all the notifications is stored here. And then also within your profile, you can have an address book and add a bunch of addresses, add your own address, pinpoint your location, just play around your Google address and all that. And then there's also a chat support. In case you're running into issues, there are customer service people who are 24 hours to make sure that people who use this product, who use Sitworx, who use this app on their phones, will not run into any issues. And as I round up, I'll say that Sitworx is a very safe app. Your details are, the policies that are guiding the product ensure that your details are very, very safe. And when you make transactions online, your details are safe. And because of the help desk and the customer service operations, it is sure that whatever product you order on Sitworx will get delivered to you. And with that, I would leave the room open for questions. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you very much. This is really amazing and would definitely be handy. And for all our developers out there and everyone else, now we can see how exactly it works, every technical aspect of this app. And this will be taken by the lead development consultant, Dr. David Ukwe. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Happy Independence Day to everybody.
Happy Independence Day.
Same to you, sir.
If there are any questions, I would welcome them, but I would like to thank everyone involved in this project because they've been extremely versatile, let me say, because we had one or two technical issues. We've had one or two technical issues, but these have been solved. I'm trying to activate my camera, but it doesn't seem to be coming on.
It's on now. It's on now.
It's on. It's on. We can see you, sir.
Okay, you can see me now. Okay. We had one or two technical issues, and then the COVID outbreak didn't help us, but the Sitworx team have been able to work pretty well unsupervised, and I really am happy to see that they've gone as far as they've gone without physical assistance from my end here. essentially
David,
we made sure.
Your chair and a bottle of oil. Can you turn the camera to face your, so I can see your face? Sorry to cut you short.
A bottle of oil.
Yeah.
That is to ensure that anyone who uses the platform, because there's a financial implication, and and not as literate as possible. Even the citizen can use it. And essentially that is all I can say about the platform. But if there's any technical questions, I'll be pleased to answer them.
Okay, thank you very much. So there's we'll be taking them now. So again, okay. So we have a question here. Is password?
It's just like any other platform. You can request, it will send to your registered email a reset. There's a reset function. When you see the screen, if you say forgot password, it will allow you to. It will send you a link where you can reset that.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, sorry to jump in. For those of us under the attendee list, should you want to ask a question, kindly raise your hand. Use the raise hand button at the bottom of your screen so we can allow you to ask your question. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. There's another question here. What locations are the application available?
The moment you're looking
available everywhere in Nigeria.
Artisans in Lagos, for example, it will show you all those artisans within your area, building within your area as well. But in the initial launch, I believe that it's going to be a staged launch, because from the master artisans lists and the building suppliers and so on and so forth, there's already an existing list, but that will be expanded upon.
Okay, yeah, sorry, we have a question. Somebody's hand is up. Akko Victor.
There's no geo limitation to the application. Yes.
Okay. My question is, if an artisan also order on the platform, like as an artisan, can I use my profile to make an order? So I'm there to work, but for some reason I need to.
Of course. There are two different aspects of the platform. Let me explain. You have a customer base and you have the artisan base or the merchant base. So there's nothing stopping an artisan from registering as a customer. So he can now order from just like anybody else.
Okay, so would I need to have 2 profiles for that, or we want profile picture for that?
No, you can, because each is a separate area, because based on the financial transactions that are going on.
Yeah.
You have somebody that makes an order and then they now pay for that particular item. So the customer is separated from the merchant side.
Oh, okay.
It's necessary to separate the transaction.
Okay. That's good. That's good. Impressive. All right, that's all for now.
Okay. We have another question here. It says, most Nigerians who buy online will prefer the pay on delivery approach. Is this the case for Sitworx materials?
Yeah, it is. The application can be set up in 2 ways. One, it all depends on the choice of the merchant, but because you're also dealing with artisans, for example, he's going to have to come and do the work at your site. He's not separate from the building materials supplier. They have to now deliver. But because you are already a confirmed customer, you cannot just come as a guest and then order, so somebody will take a trailer of cement to your place. We don't have the guest option open. What you have to do, like with Jumia, is that you have to register, and then your details are actually on the system. Your phone number is there. The artisan or the supplier can call you and say, okay, on that number, and say, please, what time do you want this thing to be delivered, for example. So there is some sort of verification process. Otherwise, what you will find is that with apps like Jumia, for example, they do pay on delivery, but you have to be a registered customer. You cannot just order out of the blue and they'll bring the item or bring the service. So there's that protection as well for the supplier or the artisan, as well as for the customer.
Okay, Sam, I believe you have addition to that regarding the bidding market.
Okay, yes. Firstly, the building materials. Okay, first of all, logistics in Nigeria is very interesting. So, what Sitworx does is a platform where transaction is made easy. However, we work very closely with merchants that have established warehouses and can be able to facilitate their own delivery. That's number one. Number two, there are payment options. You can pay over the platform, which is very safe and even has more guarantee, right? Or you can choose to have a cash option. So those are the platform is relatively flexible as other e-commerce platforms. So yeah.
Okay, Emma. Hello. Sorry, we have 2 more hands that are raised. I don't know how much time we'll have, but I have to jump in.
Okay.
Khalid Lawal. After you, Abdul Fattah Usman. Khalid Lawal, ask your question.
Yeah, good morning, everyone.
Yeah.
Yes. Hello.
Yes, Khalid, please go ahead.
Okay, I have some few questions though. I saw the demo. It looks really nice. The GUI is actually okay, but there was no talk about the pricing for services by the artisans. I know we entered the suppliers tabs and we saw his product, his price.
Okay.
Well, in terms of artisan, is there like a fixed rate for their services, or is it negotiable amount?
I think Sam can answer that.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for that question. Very important question, because hiring artisans is not like buying products. There's no fixed price. But however, for you to get artisans on Sitworx, there's a minimum call out charge that you have to pay to that you have to pay. that minimum call out charge, usually it cuts across different service providers. Because let me give you an example. For example, if you are paying a tiler, some tilers charge per square meter, right? So they would probably put their price in there per square meter. But then for people like masons, I guess, who charge per day, right? But then there's a minimum call out charge that is placed that before you can request the artisan, whatever job you have, whatever labor you have, should have that. It should at least be up to that amount. So there's no fixed price per se. The artisan fixes his price, but there's a minimum charge that they have to pay. I don't know if we got that.
Just a little addition to that. We're actually in the process of assessing and certifying the candidates, the artisans, and they will be at different levels. Those on level 1, level 2, level 3. So you'll be able to choose the type you want. Just like when you go to Uber, you can decide to order a premium van or a standard van. And that, of course, will be how they are rated, depending on how they are rated over the next 3 months. But for now, they're practically about the same level, and it also depends on the location of the artisans, and that's why there is the opportunity to discuss with them. They will also come in to assess, and in the next month or so, we'll also have the opportunity as a buyer to upload the details of the work you want to do so that you can get a price beforehand. So all of these are factors that we are taking into consideration, and with the feedback from potential clients and clients like you, we should be able to come up with a system that is a win-win for everybody.
Thank you for that.
Very much. The next person is Abdul Ghaffar Usman. You have the floor, sir. Abdul Ghaffar Usman.
That was one actually. Yeah, I'm on. Am I on? Hello?
It's not ready, I think.
Yes,
Okay, I think
Forish Ihezo. Forish Ihezo.
Can you hear me?
Yes, good morning.
As in, what's the geographical location it covers? Is it only Abuja, or is it all over Nigeria, or there are just certain places that, such services? When I mean, as in, if you see the price list, are you going to deploy artisans from
Our rollout plan will take us all over the country.
No.
Okay.
But to be clear for now, we're launching in Abuja and Jos. So for now, the artisans that cannot travel out of Abuja would most likely not be sent elsewhere. But like our MD said, our DG said, the rollout plan would eventually cover the entire country.
Okay, but for now, it's only Abuja and Jos.
Yes, for now.
Okay, so as you begin to roll out, you will keep information updated on that, right?
Yes, by 1st of January, we'll be all over the country. That's one of the reasons why we are running the Artisans Awards, because we are identifying artisans across the country. And currently, our database covers every state. But we need to screen, assess, and certify them. And we have partners in all the states currently working on that.
Okay. Okay, so what I'm asking is, in case someone wants to build a village house and the person needs someone in their village, someone to go to the village from the state, can such, that's why I was just bringing up the question. If it covers other locations, but it's good. From 1st of January is very fine. That's very okay. It's all right. Thank you very much. And well done for this great job. It's a very great one. Well done. Well done. Kudos. Big kudos to all of you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Surav, are you still there? Kunal, can you unmute your mic?
Yes, Tony, I'm there.
All right. You have a word for
Yes,
us?
let me first congratulate the entire team for this commendable job. I think it's a great step, and I would like to see this whole endeavor scale up. We've had projects like this in India. One of them is called the Urban Company, and it's doing very well. In fact, in this COVID times, it has become a great savior for people who are looking for artisanal talent. And I hope this platform extends beyond just construction. So I think exercise, you're actually giving meaningful work to the people you've trained. You just not left them where they are. So great job, Tony. I know the energy you have. You will take this to places. And thank you so much for inviting me. It's been a pleasure being with all of you.
Okay, thank you very much. I have very active partners and board members like Ugochime, Festus Adebayo. Their support and your support, I'm sure we'll get there. Surab, are you there? It probably isn't there. Over to you, MC.
Okay, sir.
Closing.
Another question? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
All right. Can you hear me? Okay. All right. And earn feature. You mentioned that points are earned. What does that translate to?
The points that I earn.
Yes.
Yeah, they translate to cash. Ego.
Okay. Okay. Right. Are there any more questions? No.
Okay. I doubt there are any.
I think we've gone through all the questions we have.
We have polls that I will just share shortly, just 5 questions. Feel free to just help us with this survey. Thank you very much.
Okay, so there's another question that came up. It says, is there a subscription plan for the subscribers at the buying end or the product service end?
Okay, there's an arrangement where subscriptions can be made, and also bulk orders can be placed, and also you can schedule some of your orders. So it depends on whichever approach. But yes, there's there's an option where you can make subscriptions.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. In the absence of any other question, Lawrence, Emma, are we sure we don't have any other question? This event is meant to be an hour, and I think we've spent just a little bit above that. So it will be time to closing remark for the event to be over. Is there any other question? I just want to be sure before we move on and close.
No hand is raised. Hand just
I think we can move on.
Okay. Okay. I'll just take a couple of announcements. Please, we appreciate you. You can get more information on Sitworx. We have our website at Sitworx NG. Please note that the Sitworx is spelled SITEWORX, not X, not K, X, ng.com. Sitworxng.com for more information, and also the APK to download the app is there. You can link to do that. Will also be placed there. We thank you very much for everyone who has taken time out to join us today. Once again, we celebrate Nigeria.
I think the chairman has a final word for us. Barrister Festus? Your mic is muted.
Yes, I have just one or two things to say. Finally. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Again, I would like to thank everyone who have contributed in one way or the other toward the success of the launching of this app today. I want to thank everyone. I can see a very huge number of people who have been connected. And as I do that, I want to assure everyone, like I said by the DG, come January 2021, this app will be useful in everywhere in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I also need to emphasize that the protection of all the people who will be visiting our app is key to visiting the app, the platform, for buying of products or for engaging artisans, that we have put a very strong system on ground to ensure that you don't fall of any criminal. We also want to assure you that even those who will be showcasing their products as our partners, we are going to ensure that the product that will be seen on our platform and development. We want to, on that note, of our artisans that will be meeting on this platform, we will be at the highest level. We have gone through other people's platforms. I've been told that Jumia has something. I've been told Digi have done something, is doing. But I want to let you know that all that we are doing in our home is just about building materials, it's just about creating artisans. It is all about construction industry. So we are very committed. We are not dabbling into other areas. So nothing you can see in all those platforms that can be better than our home. Finally, I want to say a very big thank you to all the chief executives of construction organizations, real estate developers, members on the platform of Housing Development Group, who I have spoken with on this platform. We need to let you know that as estate developers, we have brought this innovation to protect you. We have brought this innovation to prevent you from buying fake materials. We have also brought this innovation to prevent you from going to the neighboring countries to say you are looking for a Tyler, or a Manson. We are to support you. I get on, be an ambassador, and share the news about this innovation. We have delivered this baby on the first day, October 2020. Join us to share the news on your platform, on social media, on your WhatsApp group. We are the people that the world have been waiting for. Thank you for now. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
So, with no other I want to thank all of you for joining us today. The links to the slides of the session are available via the link on display. And if you've got any more questions, do not hesitate to drop us an email or message us on social media platforms. So do have a good day, and please do all stay safe out there. Thank you very much.
God bless
Thank you very
you all.
much. Thank you.
Anel, can we have the video? Anel, the video.
What really works for you when it comes to fixing stuff around the house? Will you call the electrician and never seems to pick up his phone? Or the plumber that stays halfway across town to try to do something you have no idea about? Or do you prefer to bypass them all and try getting things done in your room? In the end, we often go for what works best. But do these really work? We've put together a team to address this problem. The solution? Sitworx. We created a marketplace for artisans, suppliers, and skilled laborers where you can request for your building materials, repairmen, and construction services. We've brought all these and more to the convenience of your phone. Pretty awesome, yes? It's easy. Download the app on the Apple Store or Google Play Store and sign up today. At least now you know what doesn't work. Sign up now on what works. It's Sitworx, a marketplace for all building materials.
That's really good. Yeah.